What if you can upload your client's website, past proposals, and industry insights into one AI app that becomes your instant expert? Well, Google just made that possible. And I'm about to show you how to build your own AI research assistant in under 10 minutes. I'm Brett Mercado from Byte Automation, and today we're going to go through a tool that is quietly transforming how smart businesses do research. We're going to take loads of scattered information and condense it into instant expertise for any project that you have. So look, we've been there before. Big pitch tomorrow, drowning in research, client websites, industry reports, competitor analysis, it's just scattered everywhere. ChatGPT can't see all your files. Claude has limits, but NotebookLM, it's different. 2 million token context window. That's about 25 million words, roughly 50 full-length business books. And here's the thing, your data stays private. NotebookLM does not train on your content. All right, so let's get ready for that pitch. So here in NotebookLM, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the bottom right here where it says create a new notebook. And it's gonna open up this screen where it says add sources. And this is where it's really powerful because you can put not just PDFs, text, markdown, you can also put audio. You can put anything from your Google Drive, whether it's slides or docs. You can also upload website or YouTube links. That's something that's really crazy. And you can copy in text as well. Close out of this for a second so we can see the main screen. So on the left side, we have where we upload all of our sources. That is our scattered information. In the center, this is going to be our driver where we get to actually communicate, work with all of the information through conversations. And on the right side, we have some advanced features, which we're going to talk about in just a second. So I'm going to go ahead and upload some source documents. I've got Microsoft's 2024 annual report, so their report from last year. I also have a 2025 AI automation benchmark report that I'm going to upload. I also have a proposal portfolio for bite-sized automation. Disclaimer, all the stuff in here for these proposals are fictional. They're made up for this demonstration purpose. So we're going to go ahead and upload these 3 documents. I have a couple of YouTube links here that I'm going to upload as well. They cover a wide range of topics. So for instance, one's from a TED Talk. It's the secret to successfully pitching an idea. We have another one that is how to identify and tackle key customer pain points. Another video I found is how to give a great presentation, 7 presentation skills and tips to leave an impression. We also have a video that explains what ROI is. And the last one is a 3 simple steps to close any sale video. So we'll add all these links in here. And I think I got them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yep, and 3 PDFs, got it. And just like that, the AI knows our client, it knows our business, our strengths and weaknesses, and it also knows additional information just to help paint a bigger picture. Here in the center chat section, we're gonna go ahead and type, based on Microsoft's AI talent shortage and partner enablement challenges, how can our automation expertise help them scale faster? And now you can see it's basically taking all the information across all the different sources that we have, and it's put together a nice summarized view answering exactly the question that we had. So NotebookLM is already recognizing that our automation expertise can significantly help Microsoft, and it immediately found that the big operational challenges that they face is they have a need for 15,000 AI specialists in 2025, and they're enabling over 500,000 partners for this new AI era. Another thing I want to point out is you'll see these gray numbers. These are citations. And if you click on it, on the left side, it actually goes to that source and points out where the fact came from. So that way we have the confidence to know that the data that it's providing is backed by real information. And if you click this button up here, it'll actually create a mind map for you in minutes. I did say minutes. All right, and just like that, go ahead and click on this button down here. Here's our mind map. So if we go ahead and take a look, we can see under our Microsoft Corporate Annual Report, it's going to highlight all the information that we gave it. You can go ahead and look into our customer pain points, drop this down into how to address them. It's a very simple but powerful tool that we can also download and share across the team. So one thing I find really cool about NotebookLM is this button over here that says generate in the studio section under audio overview. Basically what this does is it will generate 2 AI hosts and it'll create a podcast of all of our information. So I'm gonna go ahead and click the button. It does warn us that it'll take a couple minutes, usually probably closer to like 5, but it's totally worth it. All right, so it's all done. Right up here, we can push play. But before we do that, I actually want to push interaction mode because this is pretty cool and I'll show you why. So let's go ahead and push play.
Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're really jumping into the world of AI automation. It's absolutely essential stuff. And not just the technology itself, but how it's actually driving business growth. And maybe the most critical part, the communication piece. That often overlooked art that makes everything, work.
So I'm about to do something that I found just ridiculous. I'm actually going to pop in and ask a question in this podcast that was generated for us. I'll show you what I mean.
Exactly.
So our mission today is to sort of pull...
Oh, hey there, how can we help?
Hey, quick question. For the Byte Size Automation Company and their proposals, how long did it take them to do the 3rd proposal?
That's a great question, and it's super relevant to how these projects actually get off the ground.
Yeah, that 3rd one was for Secure Bank Financial, right? The compliance document processing.
Exactly. And looking at their portfolio, it took them 8 months to complete that project.
8 months, that's a pretty significant duration.
It is, but if you remember the results, they went from 72 hours down to just 4 hours for processing.
Right, and 0 regulatory violations.
So a massive improvement for an 8-month investment. It really shows the payoff can be worth the time.
Okay, so our mission today is to sort of pull apart the latest reports.
And then
That's insane, right? You can communicate with your document. That's basically what's happening now. Turns all of your information into a podcast, 2 AI hosts talk about it, and you can ask them questions about it and answer it. If you don't want to go read through the docs, you just ask them and they'll tell you right then and there. It's insane. And once they've answered your question, they seamlessly pop right back into the podcast and continue going on and finish out the rest of the information for you. So here's a couple things that I found pretty useful that sometimes gets missed. You have quite a bit of information, which creates a very broad, kind of bloated notebook. So something I like to do is if I know I want to hone in on very specific documents or specific information, I'll just make sure that I deselect everything or just unselect the few that I don't need. So it keeps everything more honed, more focused, and more specific. Another tip is ask meta questions. Something like, what objections might they raise that we haven't addressed? Something to strengthen your pitch. Another thing to be wary of, this is kind of a gotcha, is you gotta convert spreadsheets to Google Docs. So NotebookLM can't read CSVs or Excel files directly. It is kind of a limitation right now, but it's an easy workaround. And on that audio overview, something to just note is it currently only generates in English, but it does accept sources in over 50 different languages. Anybody can do this, so why not start today? Go upload 3 documents and see how powerful this tool is. Head to the comments and tell me about your biggest win using NotebookLM. I'm Brent Mercado from Byte Size Automation. Subscribe and I'll see you guys next week.